Yo, yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy, the dating game. What's good? So, what I'm about to show you right now is a quick clip from the program 10 Ways to Upgrade Your Life Right Now. So, this is something me and Miles did. And the only way you can get this entire program is to join the Bad Boy membership before the Bad Boy membership flash sale is over. So remember, guys, I have a Bad Boy membership flash sale that's going on up until February 9th. Now, after February 9th, you cannot get this program at all. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure you guys click the link below to join the Bad Boy membership so you can get this program, because when you join the Bad Boy membership on the sale, you will get this entire program. All right, check this out. Try to see things from a different perspective. You understand? That's going to upgrade your situation. And, for example, and this is interesting because what I find funny is I'll do videos on YouTube and I'll say certain things from a different perspective of where I'm talking about, hey, listen, this is how women view things. And I even did a video yesterday where I was talking about reasons why a woman that you're dating should also date other men. You feel what I'm saying? And so there was this one dude, he was like, yo, I was about to unsubscribe from your channel because you sound like you were simping and you letting these shit, and I'm like, no. You got to see things from a different perspective, because what happens is that when you see things from a different perspective, it shows you, it actually teaches you more how to deal with other people. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you, like, for example, if you see things from a woman's perspective, right? What happens is that you understand a little bit more why she does the things she does or why she acts the way she acts. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, I was actually at this. This is funny shit. I was at this this event, and it was a bunch of like polyamorous people or whatever, right? So the lady who was throwing the event, she says she doesn't engage in casual sex. So I was confused. I was like, what? Like, I'm like, how the fuck you don't engage in casual sex and you polyamorous? So after the event was done, I walked up to her and I said, hey, listen, I was like, what did you mean by you don't engage in casual sex? Like, because I don't get that. Like, it seems like, if you're poly, you're very open sexually or whatever. And I was like, so what do you, when you meet a guy, you take like what? You go on a few dates, or you take like a month or two to get like how? And she said, no. She said, I can meet a guy and have sex with him that night. She said, what I mean by casual sex is, she said, I have to get to know you. So she said, if I get to know you in an hour and we have sex, it's no longer casual because I got to know you. You see what I'm saying? So from her perspective, that's not casual sex. But see, if I didn't actually talk to her and interact with her and have that conversation, I wouldn't have known that type of perspective. You see what I'm saying? And so even though to me it's like, okay, that doesn't, that's not how I see it, but that's how you see it. And so if I'm dealing with, let's say now you guys out there, you want to learn how to attract women and get women, you might say, okay, well, if there's a lot of women, and it's funny because I actually talked about this with another girl. She was like, yeah, I agree. So imagine you start talking to women, you say, you know what? If I'm having a conversation with this girl and we're getting to know each other and I see she's feeling me, I can most likely have sex with her tonight and she'll probably do it because she's not even looking at it as just a hookup. She's looking at it as she likes me now, we got to know each other, and you understood that from looking at things from another perspective. You see what I'm saying? And so that looking at things from another perspective, it upgrades your whole viewpoint and knowledge on other, things going on around you that you would have never known or never even understood. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's some real shit. That's definitely some real shit. Because the reason why you need to see things from a different perspective is that a lot of times we don't really know how much our own perspective is clouding our vision.
Right, exactly.
We
Right.
don't know, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you exactly how. Notice how many times you get guys, disliking your videos or leaving comments like, "Oh, Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham," or "Mr. Lucario and these niggas is simping and they don't know nothing about the game and they don't. How the fuck you go, look, Lucario? How you in an open marriage?
Right.
So your girls see other bitches. See other dudes, and what the fuck is that about? And blah blah blah. But here's the thing: a lot of these guys, when they email and leave comments and all of that shit, let's be honest. They are talking about things from a perspective of a guy that doesn't fuck with a lot of women.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because let's when a lot of these guys get on the comments or even try to make response videos and all of that crazy stuff, a lot of the times what you're hearing is their perspective.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But the point I'm trying to make is there's levels.
Right.
There's all different types of perspectives.
Exactly.
So when you look at me and you say some shit like, well, I would have bought the bitch the appetizer because I'm trying to get some ass.
Right.
You're looking at it from the perspective of a nigga that don't get a lot of pussy.
Exactly. Right.
So you're trying to get as much pussy as you can. I'm the type of nigga where I've gotten a certain amount of pussy where I'm satisfied with pussy, where now I'm looking for respect.
Exactly.
I'm at the perspective where respect is way more important to me than trying to tap that ass. You understand? So instead of trying to appease you and give you what you want and take advantage of me and make me buy whatever the fuck you think you want me to buy, I'm telling you no.
Right.
And then when I tell you no, I want to see how you respond to me telling you no. Yes?
Right.
But there's going to be, if we continue this relationship, there's going to be a lot of times where I'm going to have to fucking tell you no. Yes?
Right.
And I need to know that you can hear no from me and still want to fuck with me. Right. And you still want to follow me. You still want to respect me. You still want to spend time with me. You still want to be with me. Why? Because I'm that nigga. You understand?
Right.
But that's my perspective.
Right.
So and here's what it is. A lot of these cats, we try to tell them, we try to be like, yo, dealing with a chick is not about dealing with chicks. It's about you. It's about you considering yourself more important. It's about you understanding that your level of game is what's important. The type of information that you give to these women, the type of attention that you give to these women is what's really important. This is what's important. And they looking at us like, yo, y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all don't understand. Like, what are y'all talking about? I thought we was just trying to holler at some bitches and get some pussy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, no, like, if you want to be the type of nigga that gets a lot of pussy, look at it. Look at the game from the perspective of a nigga that gets a lot of pussy.
Exactly right. You would think that would be simple, right? It's like
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
right.
they don't understand that their own perspective is clouding their vision. Because all they can see is the pursuit of pussy.
Right.
That's all they can see.
Right.
So when a nigga when niggas like us be like, yo, the bitch wanted this and she wanted that, and I told her no, and I had to end the date, or she flaked one time and I had to fucking charge it to the game.
Right.
And they like, damn son, you kind of harsh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have at least gave her another chance. I would have at least called her back.
Right.
No, you're talking to guys who, like, we're like up here, bro. Like, we have a lot. Like, we've been through mad bitches. We've been through situations where bitches is fucking worshiping the ground that we fucking walk on.
Facts.
So and that's the. I always thought that that's the kind of perspective that these niggas want to try to get to. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like they like their own perspective. They're sitting in their own perspective. Like, for example, when I was young coming up, my perspective about money was that money was the root of all evil.
Exactly. Right. Right.
Or I had the perspective of I need to keep as much money as I can in my pocket or else I'll go broke.
Right.
Yes. Until I fucking read more books, watched more videos, and met more people who had more money than me, and I learned that money is about flow. Money is about flow. Money is about spending money and then working hard and making money. Right. The money that I put out gets used by other people, and those other companies end up paying someone who will end up paying me for my services.
Right.
You understand? And the flow of money goes around like this. So if I'm standing there trying to hold on to my money, I'm stopping the flow of money.
Right. Right.
Thus, my perspective changed, and now I have more money than I ever did when I was a nigga that was trying to hold on to my money. Why? Because I had the perspective of a broke nigga.
Right. Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But but now I'm developing the perspective of a rich nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now money's going out, but money's always fucking coming in.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And
so, go ahead.
This is what I was going to say too. Just to add to that is that when you talk about perspective and seeing things from other people's perspective, it helps you to get what you want, like in a more efficient way, because when you see from someone else's perspective, you know how to move better. So, for example, let's say you're a recording artist, right? And you want to get a deal from like some label and you want them to push your shit or whatever, right? If you say, okay, what's the perspective of this A&R? What's the perspective of this label owner? Well, maybe they get a bunch of fucking demo tapes and a bunch of people that's sending them their shit every day. So maybe let me not do that so I don't blend into the same crowd. How about I put out a mixtape, I promote it myself, I create a buzz, and then now that I got the buzz going, I'll have some of them checking me out and checking for me. So then more than likely, if I do approach them or they approach me, we already on a different level than a guy just giving out his demo tape. But that came from the perspective of you understanding that label owner or that A&R's type of energy and the life that they got to deal with. Same thing. I remember there was a guy who this guy that I bought his program. He was talking about marketing. He was talking about getting testimonials from people. So what he did was he would send these people like a sheet, and on the sheet it already had pre-written testimonials. So he would tell the person, hey, you can either circle one of these that fit your thought, or you can write your own at the bottom. But the reason why he gave them the option to circle it was because he knows from their perspective, they're busy people. So he's like, well, these are busy people. Let me make it easier for them to help me. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is also when people see that you see things from their perspective, they respect you more because you understand what they're doing, and then how that you're fitting into that because you can see it from their perspective. You see what I'm saying? Because even, I'll give you guys a personal example. For those who listen to Tariq Nasheed's podcast, you will hear our advertisement at the beginning of the podcast. I remember when we first started advertising with him, we just sent him the information and he would have to record the commercial himself. So I said, wait a second, I know this dude is busy. How about I record the commercial myself and just send him the commercial? So he just got to throw it up. You see what I'm saying? Which saves him time. You see what I mean? And so that's looking at it from other perspectives, which makes you be able to